I've realised something about myself that's quite interesting, and that is that I hold myself back based off of who I think I am. I have a preconceived notion of who I am, and that made me realise that my identity and who I think I am is self-created. I have created this identity. I have decided that I am this person who does these things, who interacts with these people, and therefore I have held myself back. I am restricting myself from becoming who I may want to be, who I may be supposed to be, because of an identity that I've built up and created for myself without even knowing that I have that level of responsibility over myself. But I do. So let's say you are this gentleman. He's going to be a stick figure because, obviously, time restraints. We'll give him a moustache. There we go. So whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't matter because he's a stick figure. Let's just say for now, for argument's sake, you are this stick figure with a moustache. This stick man, aka you, bases who he thinks he is off of who he has been. We'll use an orange marker to depict something that does not exist. So this is the stick man in the past. He's got eyes now. So this is the same person, but this is him in the past. This person no longer exists because the past does not exist. The past is no longer happening. The only moment in time that is happening is the here and now, the present. However, for some reason, this blue man, he's blue because he is in a state of existence, is basing all of his preconceived ideas about himself off of this man, this orange man, who no longer exists. So in blue man's head is a load of orange thought. The point I'm trying to get across is that we allow our lives to be dictated based off of identity, and identity comes from who we have been. It don't come from who we are, because your identity, you've got to think about it, and you can't think about anything in the present moment because the present is right now. It is happening. There's no room for thought. We limit ourselves in the present moment, the only moment that matters, because we are basing everything we do, everything we say, everything we think, how we go about life off of this person who is no longer a fact. This person does not exist anymore. He's gone. She's gone. The mustache is still there, but they're gone. I'll give you an example. Vast majority of you watching this will already know this. Hopefully some new people gravitate to this video. You might not know this, so I'll explain. I am a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel called Brad Does Banter. Here we are. Hey, that's going to be a nightmare to put back on. Oh well. On this YouTube channel, I made jokes. I made offensive jokes, right? This is how I got big on YouTube. Last year, I had a spiritual awakening. It was the most beautiful thing that I've ever experienced in my life, and it is a continuous thing now. And through this spiritual awakening, I've found all of this stuff out about myself that I would love to share as well, because of how much it's done for me, how much it's benefited me. On the one hand, I recognise how much peace, how much true gratitude and happiness I've discovered just from something that's going on in my head, and I want to share that with people. But on the other hand, I've always done this sort of content. It's a big change. Doesn't really make sense. And that is me limiting myself based off of identity. I identify as Brad Does Banter, and therefore I'm not allowing myself room in the present moment to become this person without all of this orange stuff going on in the head. I'm not allowing myself to become a new person because of who I have perceived myself to be. Do not allow the shackles of your identity to limit who you are, because identity only derives from the past, and the past is no longer happening. The only point in time that you should be concerned about is the present moment. And when you truly try to operate, everything is flow. You can fall off and you can fall back on, but when you truly do your best and try to operate in the present, you'll understand that you have complete control over your life. You can make things happen for yourself. You can bring yourself to a place of happiness. You can bring yourself to a place of peace, because you're not limited by this person who, as I've said, is no longer a fact. The only fact is the present. The only fact is who you are now.